If you are early in your career, you probably think this is all mental. The skills, the hard work, the hustle, the long hours. That's what I thought too. But after working for years and years, I realized something nobody warned me about. Your career doesn't break your confidence first, it breaks your body. And by the time you notice it, you are already deep into it. When you are in your 20s, your body is incredibly forgiving. You can sit for 12 hours straight, sleep late, skip the movement, live on caffeine, stare at screens all day, and nothing happens. So you assume this is sustainable. I did the same. I remember sitting in front of the computer and working for long hours, and then as a refreshment, I just use, my laptop to watch. The only screen time I had. In fact, early in our career, ignoring our body actually feels rewarded, right? You stay longer, you deliver more, you look committed, you grow faster, all that stuff happens. Nobody pulls you aside and says, hey, this will cost you later. No. Because honestly, they don't feel it yet either. Even they don't know. That happened with me as well, right? I have worked for years in corporate environments. Long meetings, long screen times, high pressure roles. At first, I didn't think about health at all. Honestly, I didn't at all think about it. Why would I? I was young, I was ambitious, things were moving pretty quick. But slowly, very quietly, things started changing. Your back doesn't feel the same. Your shoulders stay tight. Your eyes feel strained all the time. Your wrist, your fingers, your neck, they start complaining. Not loudly, just enough to ignore. And that's the dangerous part. That's the dangerous part I want to talk. Here's what nobody explains clearly. Careers are designed for output, and bodies are designed for balance. Corporate life doesn't punish you for neglecting your body. It rewards you for it, right? Until it doesn't. And when the cost shows up, it's not dramatic. It's slow, it's invisible, and it's cumulative. You don't wake up one day and quit. You wake up tired, then irritated, then less patient, then less sharp, and eventually less interested. This part is important. I have seen incredibly smart people struggle not because they weren't capable, but because their bodies couldn't sustain the pace anymore. The chronic pain, the burnout, the health scares, constant fatigue, you name it. And they were incredibly smart. Talent doesn't protect you from that. Experience doesn't protect you from that. Even success doesn't protect you from that. If your body can't support the life your career demands, everything else becomes irrelevant. I was lucky to work in global context and global bright minds I have seen. And I have seen this pattern. And this is worse today than it was years ago, the problem we are talking about. Because now the work is always on screens, meetings are back to back, the phones replace rest, and the laptops replace the movement. Even when you are not working, you are still staring at something. Your eyes don't rest, your posture doesn't reset, your mind never fully switches off. This isn't about being lazy. This is about modern work being physically unnatural. It's sitting like this, right? Sometimes I think our careers assume we are softwares. But forget we are running on hardware. What can we do? It's not a software, this is the hardware we have. In your 20s, effort feels infinite. And in your 30s and beyond, recovery becomes the bottleneck. You realize energy matters more than hours. Consistency matters more than intensity. Sustainability matters more than the speed. And you start wishing you had paid attention earlier. Not to become a fitness influencer or something, not to optimize everything, just to avoid unnecessary damage that is going to happen. For me, one realization was this: I needed something in my life that wasn't measured or optimized, reviewed, or tied to performance. Something physical, something grounding, something human. I will talk about that separately in another time probably. But the point here is simple. Careers take, bodies remember. This isn't about fear. I'm not trying to create fear here. And it's definitely not about regret. It's about awareness. If you are early in your career, this is not a warning to slow down. I'm not saying that. It's just a reminder to not disappear from your own life while building it. If you are already feeling this, you are not weak. You are not failing. You are just human in a system that forgets that part. If you are watching this and if you have felt this in your body, anywhere, right? There are different ways because we sit long hours, like tight shoulders, the back pain, constant fatigue. You are not alone. You are not alone. And if you have figured out ways to protect your health while still growing in your career, share it in the comments. Share it in the comments because someone reading that might need it more than you think, honestly. Your career is important. Your ambition matters. But you are going to live in this body longer than any job title you are looking for. Don't wait until it forces you to listen. Because if it forces you to listen, then it's very difficult. Sometimes it's too late to go back. I will see you in the next video.